What's up, guys? It's your boy Fix It Daniel, and I got another fix for you. This is going to be an epic fix. I've been researching and doing it for a long time, and I can't wait to tell you guys. Oh man, you guys are going to be so stoked what I'm about to show you. I'm stoked, so I hope you're stoked. So stay tuned, guys. I got something pretty awesome. Find me in the background, always on the outside. Find me in the... Alright guys, so welcome to the show. I got something really special to talk with you guys about, and I've been super stoked and been really excited to want to get on here and tell you guys. First of all, I want to appreciate all the likes and the comments and everybody that's given to me on Instagram. It really means so much to me. I know I'm not a professional YouTuber, but I'm getting up there. I'm already at 35 subscribers, and I appreciate that so much. I'm just having super fun with this, and I love to get the information out to people instead of just keeping it to myself and not showing anybody anything cool. So this one has been really cool for me. It's for my STS, and it's for anybody that has a Cadillac CTS or STS. This is what this is for. So please guys, check this out. I hope this will benefit you. I hope it benefits me. This is all going to be a trial and error for everyone. So I'm hoping that this is going to work. I've been looking long and hard for something like this, and someone told me that it could not be done. And if anybody knows me, I'm the kind of person that there's always something that can be done. There's always a way. There's always a way. You just have to know how to do it and know how to research. I'm a researcher guy. I research on a lot of things. So this I researched the crap out of. And I just tried to see if this could be done. And I was getting frustrated because I didn't think it could be. And then I figured out towards the end that it actually can be done. And it's more going to be a trial and error. Everything is a trial and error. No matter what fixed build you do, building a car from scratch from the ground up, redesigning it however you want to do, it's all trial and error. Nobody has the dial it in unless you work at a manufacturer. You do it for years. You just kind of know what you're doing. But any DIYer, any fixer, anybody that's a do-it-yourselfer always knows about trial and error. Things don't actually work out the way they first start. Might take you a couple of times to do it. Might take you a bunch of times. But we always keep striving and trying and letting people know how it works. So this is my tutorial of what I've done. This benefits me. Hopefully it'll benefit you. So this is what I want to show you. Okay guys, so this is what I wanted to show you. I have some metal couplers here. I have two. This one was done previously. I did this before just to see if this would work. When I figured out this would work, that's when I got a second one. So, just to explain, these are metal couplers. It's aluminum with polyurethane bushings, and these, I kid you not, are for a 2002 Toyota Supra, 92 Supra. Okay, I have done tons and tons of research on this, and I know you're thinking like, what? Those won't fit. Actually, I think that they actually will, and here's the reason why. I'm going to explain that to you. So look, this is some paperwork that I downloaded just to show you guys how I figured it out. So this is the coupler that I got offline. I got this off of eBay. I got two of them. They're about $56 a piece. So I got two of them. As you see, I got two of them. So they have the same dimensions as my STS, which is very shocking. So this 105 millimeters is the same width and distance as a Cadillac STS. And the only thing that's different is this hole diameter. Now this is a 49.8 millimeter, which is, let's say, roughly 50 millimeters. That's about an inch you say so. So, you see right there is 1.9 inches. So that's about close. So this is an actual coupler from a Cadillac STS. I got this from Napa. I gotta give a shout out to Napa guys. They were really super nice of letting me order this, but actually not buy it, just so I could get the dimensions right. And as you see, that the hole dimensions for this is about right to 2 inches and an eighth of whole circle. So that's a little bit bigger, not that much. It's about 1.125 bigger than this. So hence why I say that. So this is the way it comes. This is me marking it all up before I make my cut, and this is what it looks like when it's done. This is all the way to a 2.125 inch hole. So I did that for that. Seemed like it worked. And then we're going to do it on this. So, because this one can be for the one side, which will be near the transmission and the drive shaft. And this one's going to be for the rear end of the drive shaft. So I need two. They're going to go on both ends. And we're probably going to take care of that problem. So yes. So we have gotten that to the right spec. I went and did it a couple of times at Napa. They still had it. And I just measured it again to make sure I got the right hole width. And man, it's it. It's done. So, and even to make a spec, so I have an 05. I have an 05 Cadillac STS. I have a V6. And this is the diameter size. 10. And then we have another one. So this is the spec for the 50 millimeters for the Toyota Supras. So as you see, it's about 1 inch, maybe close to 2 inches. But it's right smack in the middle somewhere. But yeah, that's the difference. So I only got to go 1.125 inches hole. Now, we may have to trim this once we get on the car. But I think that we got it in the right perspective. So that is what I've been researching for so long with this. And with this. And with this. I had just been researching my butt off for you guys. Not only for me, but for you guys. So yeah, this is going to be something really, really cool that I am just super stoked to show you guys. So I'm going to show you guys how I got these holes and how I did this. And what I did was I went to my Ace hardware store and I got these. I got these little Gator drum sander a little bit. It's a 2.5, which I already got one taken out, and it basically just took it and just kept milling around in here until it finally got to what you see right there. It took a little bit of time to get that down in there and grinding it, but man, when it did, whew, it came out so well, and just it's just amazing how I could do that. But like I said, this is out to a 2 inch and 1/8. Now that's as far as I went because it might be either too big or it might be big enough. And if it doesn't, and it needs to go just a little bit bigger just to get it trimmed a little bit, we're perfectly fine. We ain't gonna be taking out any more than maybe another inch, if that. But I think we think we're on the money here with this size, because I'm following it right off of that coupler from the Cadillac STS from Napa. I'm following it to the T, 2.125 inch. So I'm going to set the camera up and I'm going to show you guys on this one. Since I didn't show you on this one, I'm going to show you on this one. So I'm going to get my camera set up and we're going to probably do a little time lapse, and I'm going to show you guys how I do this. So Alright guys, so now you see that it's getting a little bit bigger as I'm using that little circular saw. Now I stopped it because I wanted to explain that you do not have to use any one of these. You don't have to use these. If you have, I don't have the means to like a miller, you can get someone to mill it. Or one of my other options, what I was thinking, what I didn't have was they sell circular saws with a circular hole saw that are carbine teeth. I researched that will cut into soft metal like this. So if you have like a press, like an actual high RPM, high industrial, or even one of these Milwaukee drills will work. They sell an actual press holder that will turn your Milwaukee drill into a press. Given the time that I had and I wanted to get this installed quick, I just had to wait because I had to order a lot more parts and stuff like that. But if you already have a really good high quality drill press that you can, either use this or you can get a circular hole saw, which that might be a little more cleaner because the circular hole saw, if you can get this mounted in a good position and you can use a circular hole saw and it'll just go all the way through. I saw that on YouTube. I did a lot of research on that. A lot of people were using I could have got a Unibit. They sell a really big 2-inch Unibit, which I researched. That was what I was going to do and buy the drill. But then when I realized that I could just sand it out and around, because the problem with the buying the hole saw carbine teeth was getting this to stay put. I would have had to buy a clamp or something to hold it in place so that way it doesn't walk on you and then you start getting a little off. But this works great because all you're doing is just wallowing the hole out a little bigger. It takes a little longer time because I'm not using a machine. I'm using my hand and pulling the trigger trying to get this wallowed out. So you could use a press, like a drill press with the carbine teeth on it, a miller. If you have a means and access to a miller, you can get someone to mill it to a bigger hole. Either way, it'll still work because this is soft metal. It's strong, but it's also soft enough to where you can, as you see, wallowing it out. So we're gonna get back to it. All right, guys, we are done. Sorry I had to just skip to the end because it was taking forever to get this out. And I know you guys don't want to just see me just grinding all day long. So I did a little time lapse, but this is perfect. Nice size hole. I made a little extra line just to give it a little extra length. And it's kind of hard because it's, trying to chip into it to get the lining out. So it wasn't exactly a perfect circle, but I made it a little extra past 2 inches and an eighth. I went out just a little bit past that just to stay in a nice contrast. So I didn't go too far. So if I hit these, then I've gone too far. But check it out. It is perfectly right at the 2/8 and 2 inches and an eighth. Perfect size hole. Now I may have to ream this out just a little more to fit it on the car, but I think that with the dimensions from the one from Napa, I believe this will be perfectly okay. May have to ream it just a little bit to fit. I know the holes on all of them will line up perfectly, so I'm not worried about that because I've already mocked them up from the one from Napa. They perfectly line up, no problem. This was the only issue. So now I got 1 and I got 2 nicely opened up. So perfect, everything is good. Now all I gotta do is fit this on the car. So man, I'm super stoked. All right guys, so we're back. So we are completely done. These are nice, perfect round holes. I can't stress enough, man. This is so super stoked. I'm so super happy with this, with this piece. So it worked out really, really great. And let me just take this thing off of here. Get this nice and cleaned off. And man, that is perfect. Perfectly nice size, 2 1/8 inch hole, or 2 inches and an 1/8 inch hole. I'm sorry, 2 inches and an 1/8 inch hole from a inch and some change. So 50 millimeters. So it was a 50 millimeter. I say about rounded, it's about 50 millimeters. So we just needed to take out 1 inch and an 1/8 of metal to make sure this fits. Now, like I said, this is trial and error. I have not bolted these onto the car yet. That's what I'll do in the next video. The next video, these will be getting installed. Plus, I did get some rear differential bushings. One rear differential bushing from Redshift. I posted that in the Instagram. But these two and the differential bushing is going to be installed in the next video. So whenever the weather pulls will be nicer, and then I can get out there and get it done. But I'm definitely super stoked. And guys, these perfect. This took me months and months to figure this out. I was looking online. I was looking on a bunch of places. Everybody in the chat rooms and other companies were telling me, no, we used to make them, we don't make them. RevShift used to make something like this. They stopped making it, don't know why. Maybe because it wasn't as popular anymore. Maybe they made them at the time when Cadillac STSs were thriving around and they were like a popular vehicle. They made them then they just stopped making them. But guys, this worked out so good. 1992 Toyota Supra couplings will now fit on a Cadillac STS. They'll bolt up. Hopefully the hole in the center will bolt up. But like I said, even if it still needs a little bit more metal taken out, not going to be a big problem. I got it to the dimensions based off the one from Napa. Thanks, shout out to Napa in Hampton for letting me order them and not buy them, because a lot of places would not let me order them to mock them up. I would either have to go into a junkyard or wait until I take them off and then grinded them, which this didn't take that long. This took me about maybe 2 to 3 hours, where this one, when I first started, it took me like a couple of days. And then, you know, always the second one's gonna be faster than the first one. So this took me a couple of days just trying to figure out how to take out, how much to take out. This one took me about maybe 3 hours to take out. So they're ready to go, ready to be installed. I'm super stoked. I hope you guys are super stoked. Like I said, in the next video, I will be installing these in a differential and just gonna see how it works. I got these because I also have my roar pedal. My roar pedal gives a lot of flex, where these metal ones will have to. They'll take a lot of that, and that rear differential bushing I got are a racing one. They're like a green. They're more like a street. They're street. They're not racing. They're street, but they're a little harder compound, which will work. So I think it'll take those shifts and everything nice and good. Even when I'm just shifting normally, it hits really hard because I actually can push the rear end up and down where the drive shaft is, because of the bushings are gone. So it definitely needs to be replaced. But I'm super stoked to get those in. I'm gonna show you those and then these. And guys, that's it. Please guys, if you like this stuff, like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate all the other people who have been on there and liked and subscribed, giving me comments and saying they really appreciate what I'm doing with the Cadillac STS. Guys, I feel ya, and I appreciate it so heartily, because that car has nobody talking about it. It's always the CTS, never the STS, the car they don't talk about. And I also found something pretty awesome for the STS for you guys too, that I may just spring on a little later. But I'll have to do some more research on that before I explain it and find something else, something pretty cool that I don't think no one knows about. So guys, thank you very much. Please check out my channel at Fix It Daniel at Instagram. I will be doing a live one on there, since I can't do one on here on YouTube because I don't have that much content, and a lot of people, I haven't got a lot of subscribers yet, so I'm not at that level to do a live one. Otherwise I would have done a live one. But I will do a live one on Instagram explaining the exact same thing I just did on here. So guys, please check that out and like me on Instagram as well. Guys, thank you very much. And that's it. You guys have a blessed day.